Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of COVID Sessions here in Rogan, California. My name is Alejandro, and via remote, I got E. Boop, boop, boop. Where's he at? Remote. Let's see if he's there. Where's he at? Show us the remote sign, E. Are you there? Are you there? There we go. Welcome to COVID Sessions, guys. We're basically covering an array of topics. Man, he has a show at 9. Everyday Faith. He has a crazy ass minister, man, who this guy has so much knowledge and talent that it's so hard to even find him. Pastor John, really cool gentleman. Make sure you check that out after. But we are here. We're back. We're basically sticking to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This week we have a nice array of people. Today we're starting with a gentleman from the IE, a great young promoter coming into the scene. Tomorrow we have an amazing author. And then following that, we got more people on the scene. But right now, the gentleman we got right now is from the Inland Empire. He does IE Social. He's very active in the scene. He does great video work. And also right now, he does a lot of protesting stuff too. Really nice young man. So let's go ahead and bring Mr. Edwin.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday.
La raza.
Yeah, let's go. What's good, Alejandro?
Bored at home, but we're trying to survive, man, and trying to come up with new things to do. And as you can see here, we're getting a little more digital, man. So it's kind of fun, bro.
Bored in the house bored.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, that one song that guy made up is a brilliant one right now.
The timing was perfect. Congrats to you, your team, all your followers, all that good stuff, man, on doing this program. This session, this interview format. You flip the tables on me. Normally, I'm the one asking the questions.
Hey, you do really good with that, bro. And I'm pretty sure you're really busy right now to get back on that boat. But don't think that we don't see your work, man. You do really well with all the editing and all the videos. So I commend you for all that, bro. It's really hard, bro. This is this is difficult, bro. You had to learn a couple thing or two,
and then the investment part, right? When with some of the audio,
the financial stuff,
editing.
Yeah, bro. Those cameras ain't cheap. You gotta buy a nice camera, and luckily I have a couple good friends that gave me some good deals, and we were able to to do well. But this stuff right here, this show, it's just a lot of hard work where you can go out, communicate with people, talk to them, and try to get the word out for what's going on. How's your life been? What have you been doing in this age of Rona?
Well, my life has not slowed down at all. I'm very fortunate to be gainfully employed.
You have a regular job, right?
Yeah, I got a job where I guess the work would be considered essential. Not essential pay, but essential. and it is what it is, though. I'm grateful to be gainfully employed. And, portraits, actually, like during, people graduating and stuff, was doing really well, senior portraits, and then I do photography and some video work on the side. And we continue. The IE Social brand continues to have virtual events. We continue to do workshops, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later.
No, well, actually, we're heading that direction now because a lot of the things that we're doing now is online. Everything is transitioning online. Personally, some of the stuff for promoters to do online, I find very difficult, and I see you guys doing it out there. I know you work with the Follow the Sun, Sigue el Sol. I know you work with those people, and I've seen you do your Zoom events. That's really cool. Explain to us how this process is going, because again, digital and online, this is the way for us now.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that we get about dance is connection. We get community. There's so much mental health benefits that at this time we're losing because we don't get to see each other. We don't get to dance. Dance is such an intimate, it's such an intimate thing. So, a lady is trusting a gentleman, or leading a follower, trusting each other. And then you immediately, the first thing you do is you embrace, you hug, kind of, the positions. So all that touching, all that, appropriate touching, and all that, those good hormones. Those good hormones, that come out, and the dopamine, dramamine, all those things that come out are very, very important. And we don't get that right now. So we have to adapt, and the IE Social brand has tried to do that. We're going to have one more virtual social, and that's going to be our 20th one.
Oh, wow.
Our 20th virtual social since the COVID, all that when we couldn't
damn,
meet
we
in
had
person.
20
Yeah.
parties
20
online.
virtual social.
Damn.
Yeah, and most of the time it happens on the third Saturday of the month.
I think I've been
And
to one of them. Yeah.
yeah. And we
I
have
was there. I
yeah,
sat right here,
there you
but
go.
I
And
was there.
we have a resident DJ, DJ Oscar, who is a gem, and not a lot of people know about him. And he's an amazing dancer and DJ. And then we get DJ Rivera Rhythm, international performer, entertainer, DJ, all that good stuff. And then we've had Vince come on a few times.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So Vince, who is actually from the IE, originally, who is now out in the, out in that area. But
he's in Long Beach now or something.
Long Beach or something like that. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, we do what we can at this point, and we have at this moment some very, very catchy events that have caught fire. We did history of cha 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 for all you people who
saw that flyer.
Yes.
That's
so for everybody who loves cha cha cha, you gotta stay tuned to that. The history of cha cha cha, and I mean Edwin Rivera talks about. I mean literally how it started in Cuba, the evolution of slavery rhythms, and when the dance floor cracks at let's say Granada's at your place, right? And people play a cha-cha-cha, what tends to happen? It kind of, yes, right? That's like the go get a drink, right? That's the go get a drink.
But let me say something to you on this one. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, and I have to say this, I was in the salsa generation back in the day. Mm-hmm. That wasn't the case, bro.
I agree with you.
When a cha-cha-cha came on, it was a good one. People were there, and I guess this is the differences now in the generations versus the learning. Because cha-cha-cha, you actually have to know music, syncopated breaks, timings, all these things. Now it's like what you said when the cha-cha-cha comes on, like Moses came out, parted the sea and shit.
Yes, but what you see is people tend to look at the people dancing cha-cha hat cha-cha-cha. Let me get that right for DJ Super Robbie. Cha-cha-cha. It has this swag, this it is a little bit harder, right?
Yeah.
And you really have to think about your timing. And I'm awful about it, bro. I'm still, 7 years dancing now, and I'm
dancing
still
on one.
Dancing on three.
Dancing on
3.5, but I love swagging it out.
That's cool.
My girl loves dancing cha-cha. We're very basic, but we have a good time,
Yeah, just enjoy it, bro.
Yes. And so we've been doing these events. We're going to have one more tomorrow. Edwin's going to have a history of cha-cha tomorrow. You can stay tuned on the Facebook page, IE Social Facebook page. We may push that on Zoom and YouTube. Not sure yet, but most likely. And we don't do replay. It's just a one-time thing. So you have to be there. You have to be there.
Wow.
So yeah, the scarcity of it is what gets people there.
Good. You got, if you ain't, is it FOMO, right?
Yeah.
If you're missing out, right? There
Bro,
you go.
As a promoter, you know that. The way we get people there is to create FOMO, right?
You got it. Like, why didn't I go to that event?
Exactly. I missed it, right? And then we have Vince and Alejandro Rey doing history of urban bachata, LA urban bachata, and that'll be next Thursday. So we're very excited about that. That's a duo part, founders, all that good stuff.
Yeah. I talked to those guys. I was talking to Alejandro earlier today. I talk to those guys all the time, and you were very right. They're the guys who have basically influenced the scene from the very start of it. Bachata, back in the day when I was first learning it, I was like, what is this? This is nothing. Mm-hmm. This is never going to beat salsa. I'm a salsero, right? Literally, it was an egotistical thing like that. And, I learned like little Dominican basics, whatever it was. And next thing you know, I don't want to say the word, but I'm going to be cliche, bachata has taken over.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely, right.
It's a lot easier to learn to dance, just to be very frank about it. And, it's catchier, it's younger. The music is more involved in the music generations now. You should talk to about something like this. The DJ Sonic, he had a big opinion about how salsa now just doesn't have the influence no more in comparison to like bachata, where you got the big name artists now that are taking it to a whole other level. So you should talk to him about that.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
He had a lot to say about that. So it's quite interesting. But
Yeah.
let me switch the questions
Sure.
for you now.
Mhm.
Tell me about this social that you were planning on having and what your futures are
Okay.
for your next coming events. Because I
Okay.
know you were working on the hotel event, and I know people were giving you a bunch of carilla for that too.
Mhm.
But you canceled it, you waited, and then it's very good that you're taking a lot of your time to do this. But tell us your plans for that. You can actually make that happen, right? Because that's a good idea. It's
Yes.
outside, you know.
Yes, but if we have it, we're still, skirting the legality or the guidelines, right?
Right.
Anybody who's having an event right now, if you're calling it a music event, you're skirting the lines. If you're having it outdoors, you're technically not supposed to have that sort of thing, right?
That old Steve thing, yeah.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the time when we were going to have it, of course, gyms were open at that point.
Oh, yeah.
At that point, the infection rate in California, from the last information I had at that point, which was right before Memorial Day weekend, we were at, for every 400 people, one person was infected.
Like 4%, something like that?
No, it was like 0.5 or something like that, 0.5 or something.
But now
right?
now it's a lot, right? Now it's
yes.
11, something
now,
like that.
Exactly. We got up there. It's like 11, right? So this is what happened. So what happened was, at that point, we're about to pull the trigger with some safety precautions.
Right.
Those were, we were going to have, of course, temperature checks at the door. We were going to have a colored wristband where if you showed up, let's just say with your partner, right? And you guys did not want to dance with other people, people could look at your wristband and then see it's red. Don't ask me to, I'm not going to dance with you.
No partner switching. Hey,
no
that's
partner
cool.
switching. Yeah, and then green would be fair game, right? Green would be fair game. Kind of like these stop, like parties, right? And then, yeah,
like a fetish party, bro. Like,
okay,
that person, he down, but this other person, no, he doesn't like you.
And yellow, proceed with caution. No, we weren't going to have that.
Shit, that's terrible.
But we were going to require face masks,
right?
So we were going to require face masks. And in addition to that, this was the controversial thing where we got a lot of slack for it, was we were going to require a recent, no older than 2-week-old
test,
negative test.
So I remember that post.
Show that. And that was controversial, but we felt at the time that was as safe as possible as we could have. Of course, have the hand sanitizer out, all that good stuff. And the good thing about the IE, and where we have it at the Hilton Garden Inn is in the city of Fontana, is it's always breezy.
Right.
And the IE generally has about a third of the year where we have hot. 75 plus weather.
It's always hot.
Okay. So maybe even 80. I forget what the stat on that was.
Right.
We have very warm weather. If Trump was right, then it should have died. And unfortunately, it did not, So that's what we were trying to do. They allowed us to have it, but I did not feel safe because of the infection rate right before I was blowing up during Memorial Day weekend. Right. So even though we could have had it and had all those guidelines, I didn't feel that it was safe. I just thought to myself, what if I had an event and then I found out that somebody's parent contracted it and they were at risk or possibly died, right? Or maybe one of our own community dance members that maybe didn't know about an underlying issue. And so I didn't feel comfortable, and the decision right now is to wait until the infection rate is extremely low again.
Right.
Or, of course, if a vaccine comes out.
Well, they announced today that the Russians have a vaccine. So let's see how that goes. I know there's a couple of scientists and a couple of pharmaceutical companies here that are having some nice promising, success with the trials. But I think it's too early for that.
I'm not hating on them. I'm not hating. I hope it works. I hope it works, and I hope that, of course, that the side effects are minimal, if any at all. If you told me that I was going to get a little bit of chills and a little bit of fever from getting this vaccine, but then I could go about and be free and not contract it, then that would be, to me, my personal decision. I'd be okay with that. Same thing like when I get the flu shot. I get the flu shot almost every year, and I get a little bit sick for a couple days, a few days. But the years that I haven't got it, I've gotten the flu for about 2 weeks, one time even up to 3 weeks. So yeah, I mean,
Damn.
it was pretty bad. So to me, that's people's personal choice as far as
Right.
how they want to weigh the risks with that.
Well, vaccination is really controversial. It's going to get even more now. Now, I like the fact that you did that testing thing prior. Trust
Mhm.
me, when I posted your post, I got slack for that too. Well, sporting that, I'm nicknamed the COVID police, right? Because of my opinions. Fine, whatever. I really don't give a fuck. But I thought that your approach was the cleanest approach because you came at it from all angles. Even myself, if I was to do something, it would have to be in the same similarities and guidelines. You even went harder with the whole having the test situation thing. But that's obviously not going to change people's attitudes now because I know you notice there's a lot of parties now, there's a lot of events that go on now. And I just think it's sad to see people who are already working in this industry not having these events. But
Mhm.
then you're seeing these other guys throw these, like how you said, they disguise it as something else. I think that's really sad, and it's something that I think that has to change. What do you think should be something that the scene should be focusing on right now, being that most of what we did or do is gone?
Yes.
What do
Well,
you
well,
recommend?
well, what we've seen from the scene recently is this virus has divided. There are those people who don't believe in the virus. There's those people that minimize the effects. They look at the death rate, something about less than 1%. Less than 1% of 330 million to me is too many people, right? I mean, it comes out to
Nobody had to have died in this whole situation, but our response
yes,
is terrible.
yes, I agree with you on that, right? But at the same time, we have to understand why we dance. And I mentioned that a little bit earlier. And I firmly believe that in addition to some, pandemic fever, cabin fever from people being stuck at home, there is some benefits of dance that people are lacking right now. I know certain people that have admitted to me, you know what I mean, and that have confided in me about this is that dance was their only way of physical exercise.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Dance
hell,
dance
bro.
was their only social like community, where they got to socialize.
Right. Yeah.
Dance for some guys and even some women, not so much the women, was their only place where they would meet people of the opposite sex,
Yeah, that's
you
true
know
though. Yeah.
and so and of course there's those people who it's literally about just friendship, the ability to connect with somebody in that sort of way, and then it stays on the dance floor, nothing else happens.
Right.
So I empathize first, and this is what I always suggest to anybody who talks to me about these, sends me articles, or even when I get invited to these parties, people are like, you should come, blah, blah, blah. And for me, I'm just not ready. I also think as an event organizer, it's important for me to set an
A
example
standard. Yeah, man.
of not attending. And I don't think it's time yet to open the floodgates, but I'm not mad at people that go about having these house parties. I firmly believe, though, if there's people there that believe in the virus, or even if they just want to be mindful about other people that they may affect, that they be getting tested at least
Right.
every other week, maybe at least monthly. Let's just say, right, that I decide to attend these parties and then I find out that I have it. It would be great for me to take myself out, right? And also alert people, right? And so right now, if you my suggestion to people is to be considerate about others, and I believe that the only way to knock out this virus is if we have a collective approach. This is
Right.
this is what's hard for our country right now is there's the whole issue about collectivism versus
Individualism.
individuality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the nature of the beast. This is America. Individual rights and collectivism. You know what I mean? People are
I-
like, oh, well, I'm up for individual rights and you can't tell me what to do, but they're the first ones to call police. That's a government entity that you need help with. You know,
exactly.
so
You want a
so
healthcare system, you need a hospital, you need these
yes,
things that are involving, helping people. Like, of course, I
yeah,
think, but I think, I'm very active in politics, and I know that that I believe we need a national front for this. National
absolutely.
response is lacking. It is going to create individuals, and all of us is being divided. You're even going to get people on the show, or even in my whole Facebook stuff, that don't even think it's real. They come out with a lot of this jargon that I just think is funny, and I don't even think it helps anything. But it's really good to see that you're doing this, involving the socials that you do and everything else. Guys, let's watch one of his videos. Eric, let's put up the first video of the social so we can check out the IE social at work. I have to be very honest with you. You're so far away that I don't think I've ever been to anything past Orange County.
All right.
so I don't think I've ever seen this. So let's see this.
Oh, this was a good one when we had
Wait, this should be do it again. Need no sound. I'm over here yelling at him like he's right here. Redo it, redo it. Yeah, when you use StreamYard, it's weird how you have to have the tab, and then it gives you the ability to sync the audio. But I'm pretty sure you never use StreamYard because you're too good at this stuff, bro.
Well, I'm considering it.
You should check it out. It's very simple, it's very forward. A couple other guys who are doing this we just started, giving each other tips about this, and it works. But we're gangster, as you say. Look at boom. Awesome. Look, you can do that right now. That's Rona friendly. Very nice.
Yeah.
You got like a whole TV, like a whole cinema thing going on. I feel like I'm at the movie theaters right now.
That was an old promo that we had for the IE social, and we had 2 dance floors. We had an indoor,
that outdoor
floor, and at the Fox Dance Studio, and we had the outdoor dance floor, which was a huge hit, massive hit. People loved dancing outdoors in the spring, in the summer, and in the fall. Man. In the summer, I'm going to tell you something though. What? If you go out, so people that were dancing bachata indoors would go outside to cool down, but it was hotter outside. So yeah. But really quick, I want to talk to you, and I know this is one thing that we talked about earlier was, the IE social was created because we wanted to fulfill a void, and that was that there was great places in the IE to dance. Ralph has his place at Sevilla's with Vince, and then later with Arnie. DJ Romeo was massive out there. There's a bunch of people that have been here.
There's a few guys there,
before me, right? Fabricio, Hamby, all these guys have been there way before me. I mean, we're talking at least a decade before me. I've only been in this for 7 years, and had the IE social startup 3 years ago now. And one of the things was there was this. Sometimes people didn't want to go and just listen to live music. Right? Because the songs would be really long, but there was people that like that, right?
Oh,
so you had these 10-minute songs, and people were having then so those people, some of the typically younger people, would go outdoors or be drinking or hanging out and that sort of thing. And then once the DJ came on, then they were living it up. I mean, the dance floor was packed, and so to me, having that format where the IE social, you'd have either a salsa or bachata DJ indoors, and then salsa bachata DJ outdoors. We never had any live music yet. Awesome. And people loved that. It was a hit. We had the Nocturnal Bachata Room.
I remember, I remember seeing them flyers for that. That's cool.
And so we really did it for that, to create that sort of void. I had a house party with a really great ballroom. He's also a Latin dancer. His name is Iglas. He goes all over the place. A phenomenal dancer. And we had a house party. It was like a Halloween party, and we literally thought maybe 10, 15 people would show up. And I think like 30, 40 people showed up. It was like a BYOB. And we're like, we're on to something
fun,
here.
Dude. Yeah, why
this
not?
Was a few months before the first IE social. And then I thought to myself, we need to pull the trigger, and we need to have an event. And we're very, very fortunate. Our first, big name that we had out there was Eder and the Entourage team, and he did a workshop and everything, and it was a massive hit. Almost 250 people at the first at the first IE social.
Right on.
And then, people were like, hey, we should probably have a pool party. And I had a pool party at my place.
And that's bachata and chill, right? That's what you did
Bachata and
there?
chill, right?
I
So,
like that little wordplay right there,
oh
huh?
yeah, yeah,
Bachata and
yeah. Hey,
chill,
and
huh?
here's the crazy thing: people have offered me money for the Instagram handle. So we
No
have the Instagram handle,
way. They want to
and I
buy
have
you
the
out on
website,
that one?
and I
Ah,
have the
that's
website.
right.
So
That's cool.
it is what it is. Get there first, and so
Get there first, huh?
get there first. And then
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we ended up we had a house we had the pool party, at my house, and all of a sudden, well, again, what was supposed to be, 10
right?
people becomes a hit.
It's
And
good, man.
bro, we hit up like I forget how many hotels. They were like, no, 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 no.
Wow.
Like we got like 13 no's, and finally we got a yes. And now this year, Memorial Day weekend would have been Bachata and
Yeah.
Chill 3-year
Yeah, bro.
anniversary, and it's a massive hit.
That sucks, man. It really
Yeah,
sucks that you can't do it no more. But I
yeah,
mean, that is in the realm, though, of a typical event that you probably could do now, bro, because of the sun factor, being outside. It's
hmm
gonna beneficial. I mean, I would suggest you just keep your ear ready for that to make it go and make it happen. Tell us right now, because we're gonna get into the wrap up here with you. Tell us right now what your future plans are for the IE and what you're gonna do with your social. Close us out with that.
yeah. So really quick, the IE is massive, and it is 65 miles east of downtown LA, and about a 60-mile drive, an hour essentially, from Orange County with no traffic. Okay, and I firmly believe that in the near future, not in the long-term future, you will see more and more dancers come out this way. Why? Because the housing is cheaper.
Yeah,
right.
bro.
There's so much land.
Yeah, bro.
And you can get so much house or an apartment. You know what I mean? If that's what you want to do. And so I believe that you'll see the IE get bigger only in the next decade. In the meantime,
have more demand. Yeah, you have a lot more demand.
So for all you instructors out there, all you performers that are considering where you're going to move, come out here and connect with me, connect with the other people.
Awesome, dude. There you go.
And so the IE, what we try to do right now, we're just doing our virtual events. We're hoping that, maybe if we're lucky, I doubt it, we'll be able to have maybe an outdoor event, a pool party or something like that. Hopefully, our summer goes into October at least, I doubt it, but we look forward to next year.
It would be nice if somebody could fucking do it properly, dude.
Right.
Like,
and I want to give, I want people to know that the IE, I think the only reason why it's done so well is because of everybody that has helped to get the word out there. We have very few teams. There's Alex and Alvira who do Virix Bachata Project. There's Arnie who had Desafio, and there's also Vince who has had some stuff out here. And we have some awesome dance studios: the Dance Soul Connection, Rhythm Addict. What else? We have the Fox Dance Studio where that is our current home. And so all these things happen because people help spread the word. It doesn't happen because I do it. Marie Santiago has played a huge role. There's a lot of men and women out in the IE that have made it happen, and if any of you guys are interested, ever come out and make a day out of it. And the reason why I'm saying make a day of it is because we have awesome outdoor shopping. We have awesome outdoor activities. We have some of the best hiking in Southern California.
And they got a lot of desert over there,
and
too.
we have a lot of desert. We have a lot of desert, right? And so you can make a weekend out of it. You can literally come out Friday, go do your thing, somewhere, and then you can come out, even do something Saturday, and then come out to party with us. Yeah. And we have the pool party normally on Sunday. Yeah, okay, so the wineries, right? Temecula, it's controversial. So Temecula is sometimes not considered IE. I consider IE. If you're driving to Vegas, when you hit state line, that is still considered IE. Okay. Once you hit state line, that's no longer the IE. But once you cross the Nevada border, the first sign that you see is "Welcome to the County of San Bernardino."
Damn.
So the County of San Bernardino is massive. It fits about anywhere between 6 to 7 states, and so it's a lot of ground to cover. And we invite LAOC, all your followers, to come out, hit us up, hit up any of the events, hit up Arnie, Vince, all those people,
Wonderful, man.
who are out here, and you'll have a great time. I promise you'll
Wonderful.
have a great time.
Awesome. Well, there it is, guys. When we get ready back to work, you're gonna see this young man getting back to activity. I want to thank you for your time, bro. Thank you for coming on to the show, man. Really appreciate everything you're doing out there, bro.
I appreciate you again. I know it's not easy doing this. It takes a lot of time, a lot of
Fuck.
effort, following up with people. Sometimes I
Yeah,
don't get
man.
back to you, all that good stuff. I could tell you're passionate about it. And I hope that this virus can bring the LAOCIE closer together, where we can collaborate more and connect more and help each other's events more.
Well, look, see, we're starting right here, right? Many people
Boom.
thought me and you wouldn't be able to talk like this, but I was like, nah, he's a cool guy. Like, I know we come across hard sometimes to each other, but at this point, bro, with the dancing gone and nothing else really available for us, you're completely right. I completely agree with you. It is best if we come together and do this. So thank you so much for coming on to the show, bro. Really appreciate your time, bro.
I appreciate you. And if any of you guys got some money to donate, make sure to hit up Alejandro. He's like
give me some
taking
money.
a lot of his he's got he's investing a lot of his time in this. You got his Venmo and stuff up there.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
if
man.
you could do $1, skip out on your Starbucks for tomorrow, and
I'm gonna start contact tracing, bro. It's volunteer work for 2 months. That's not gonna pay me, but I'm hopefully learn the skill to get me the job into the contract tracing networking. Now that's very important for us to get over this. I hope people figure out what that is. I'm actually gonna have to do an expose on that. It's a very nice topic right there, bro. Thanks a lot, man.
That's good work. And it's always even better work if you can parlay it into something where it's gainful employment.
I haven't done nothing different since dancing over 10 years, bro. So I have to find something for right now. So I've been in this game for quite a bit, and this is the first time where I'm actually looking for something else. Okay. So let's see how everything goes. And
well, you're awesome at networking, and contract tracing is a form of networking.
Yeah. so
I think you're gonna do a great job. All right. Awesome. I appreciate you having me on. I'm very grateful to your followers, and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, man. And we'll be hearing from you soon.
Awesome. Have a good
one, bro. Woo. Awesome. Very cool. Awesome. Great guy. Cool individual. Bumpy heads in the beginning, but doesn't matter. What matters is more coming together and unifying as a scene. Final thoughts. Now, last week I interviewed an 8-year-old. Had a little technical difficulties, but we were talking about going back to school. One of the things that happened going back to school is kids get infected. Now, I went and asked my niece how she felt about going back to school. Eric put up the video, and let's end with this. Hello, everyone. This is our new segment right here. We're going to ask an 8-year-old if she's ready to go back to school. Now, we're going to introduce you to
Alyssa.
All right. So now, Alyssa, how are you doing today, young lady?
Good.
All right, awesome. So obviously your life has changed quite a bit. Now, can you tell us what grade you're in?
I'm in 3rd, so when I go back to school, I'm gonna go in 4th.
So you're going back to 4th grade because you're going back to school next year, correct?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, Alyssa, do you know what a pandemic is?
Pandemic is a germ that's all around.
What has this pandemic done to the earth or to the world? How has it affected people?
It has affected people because people lose their job and they lose their family. Children lose their
What happens? What? Come on, what's your life like right now? What are you doing?
Well, children just don't go to school.
And what else happens to them?
They get sick.
Wow. As someone that has to go to school, do you feel that do you feel that you're ready to go back to school?
I say no because you can spread a lot of germs to my friends. So that's why I say no. So if I go back to school, I will get them sick and I will pass them the germ.
Now, what do you know about the virus? Do you know what's the virus called? Coronavirus. What do you think about online classes and the online school that you're doing now?
I say that's fine because we're gonna be like online. We're not gonna be like for reals.
So I can be like for reals. Oh, snap! Okay, so now that you're no longer in school and you're now at home taking online class, do you like it?
Well, yeah, because I can be in online, and when I finish, I can do my homework, and then I can like play around and stuff.
So do you prefer online classes versus going to school?
Online classes, I prefer them.
Oh, damn, she's a new gen. That's so cool. Well, there you have it. Kids are very smart these days. Digital technology gets them access to information a lot faster. They probably are better than most adults with an iPhone or an iPad. As you can see, if you have a child around you, you should ask them what they feel like going back to school and if they're ready. As you can see, this 8-year-old likes to go to online school in comparison to going to regular school. Some of them are all learning their different factors, but get their opinions. It's very important to find out what these kids think because they're going back to school, not you. We'll see you tomorrow. We got a great author, and we'll talk to you soon. Ciao. Everyday Faith, soon at 9.